So this is the 13th week of this class, and we have next week and then we are done. So one more week. We did everything like normal, the technology assignments. We did two this week, or kind of like, yeah, I do two. I do the spreadsheet and then the chart from that, which I thought was really cool because I had no idea how to do that, and now I know. And then making the video right now. And want to talk about like 4 different things. The first one was the 10 awesome free tools to make infographics. I didn't even know what an infographic was. Like, I've used them before and I've also made them, but I didn't know it was called an infographic. And it said that an infographics, which is a visual representation of data, known as infographics, keep the web going these days. Web users with their diminishing attention spans are inexorably drawn to these shiny, brightly colored messages with small, relevant, clearly displayed nuggets of information, which is kind of a fun way to describe that we don't really pay attention to much, but when it's apparently brightly colored and shiny, we do, which is kind of sad. Then we talked about how infographics are shared a lot more than your average blog post. So, which makes sense because I don't want to read about someone's day on Facebook. I'd rather just look at something like that's really small. And then it said it was talking about tips for making your infographic successful. And it said to choose a color scheme, keep it simple, draw conclusions, and research some great facts and statistics, which is pretty much what you do whenever you try to make anything like fun you want people to watch. And then the second one was the digital media, the new learners of the 21st century. I thought that was really useful because it just got a lot of sites to highlight the work of digital media education experts. I thought that was really cool looking through some of those. And then the animated visualization, I cannot talk, of the leaf appearance. That one was the coolest of the ones that we got. To me, was how it showed the animation of the leaf appearance from January to April, and from the southernmost states to the northernmost states. I thought it was really cool because it kept it color coded so you can look all the way across America and see it as it did its thing of growing. And so the last one was my favorite video was the Diana Rowland on sparking student interest, and the type of school she works with. Main goal is to help the child not only locate what they're interested in, but also progress through that. And then in New York, she works for the New York City Learning Network, and it is about a dozen institutions that were already there that are working to create a more digital enabled learning activities, which I think is really neat. Then they have interest-driven networks. Like, the first part of that was unprecedented technological infrastructure. The second part was new empirical evidence around learning. I thought that was really cool, and that they have seen in kids that they want to experience something that means more to them personally, and then relate to the context of their own lives and their own interest, which makes sense. You always want to feel like you're connected somewhat with what you're doing. And then part 1 of this was learning the context, which is kind of like the 20th century part, and then they said the new 21st century of it was remaking the content and becoming the creator and the producer of it. Thought that was really cool. And then she made, at the end of the video, she was talking about how public places have the access to show positive technology in a way children can be more immersed in the content, but schools, you can't even really use phones unless you're given like an iPad from the school. And so, I don't know how old this video is, but I could use phones in school, but it was always a very negative interaction if you could. So I thought that was really neat.